Steph and Bradley here, Grizzly Functional Training, and today we're going to go a little bit behind the scenes. We're going to have a quick little look at my home gym setup before we get stuck into the product review of Innstar's bench press. Innstar's home bench press. So before we get too carried away, as usual, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Alright, let's get started. So this is my garage. This is where I park my car, and it's also where I work out. So here, the main ones I use, my resistance bands, which aren't super tidy at the moment. I got skipping ropes, I got an ab wheel, I got a suspension trainer, I got too many yoga mats, I got kettlebells, I've got the base bar, and the new one, what we're talking about today, the Innstar home gym bench press. So that's it. All right, let's have a proper look. Alright, so as I said earlier, we're going to do a little bit of a review of Innstar's home bench press resistance band thing. So they reached out to me a little while back asking me to give an honest review of the product. So that's what I'm here to do. Let you guys know what I think. Remember, I'm here for you. I'm on your side. Look, honestly, when I first looked through their website and looked at the product, I just thought it was an overpriced resistance band. And now that I've got it here, look, it's good. The resistance level on it goes a lot greater than what my resistance bands offer. And I've got the second highest level. There was 4 levels. So I got the advanced, and then there was the expert after this. So yeah, look, the resistance level, I'm happy with that highest level of resistance. Changing the resistance is quite simple. It's just a matter of pulling down on either end and you're loose. But you're gonna notice here we've got these 2 bands. I found out the hard way, if you don't pop it out from underneath this little guy here, it kind of gets caught and then it pings away really suddenly. You can disconnect from both ends, but honestly for me, I'm probably going to lose that. So I've just been keeping it connected handle end whenever I'm changing settings. And yeah, like I say, always pop her back in under here, because that's how it came, so I'm assuming it's been tested and that's where it's at its safest. So let's have a look at a few movements you can do with it. So much like with a resistance band, tucking it around behind your back and into your hands, and then you're setting up for your pressing movements. So as you've seen me do before, you can drop straight down onto the floor and do a push-up with added resistance, or you can stand, press straight ahead. You can press up, pressing straight ahead. Or we do what this guy is being marketed to do. We pop out, oh, let's have it up the right way. You pop it through one side, in under your armpit. You reach around the back real awkwardly like I'm doing. You pop your handles on, and then you're good to go for your bench press. And so this is where it does differ from resistance bands in the fact that you can set it up like you would a normal bench press, and press like you would a normal bench press. You can even press up on an angle like you would an incline. You can lie on the floor and you can do these seated, but to be honest, is there that much difference? So there's that, there's your pressing movements, which, to be honest, it's quite nice for a change to be pressing with a bar again, getting back into that more neutral grip. Alright, if we pop her down onto the floor now, we can now do a bench row. We can do it with our normal grip. And we can do it with our underhand grip. We can also get rid of the bar and do rows like so. You can also do these seated as well, kicking your legs into the band. Something else you can do, which they didn't actually have in their little book, but I figured out, it wasn't hard, is deadlifts. To be honest, this resistance level isn't heavy enough to train deadlifts how I normally would, so I've been mixing them up a little bit. I'll stand up like I would normally and come down slowly into the movement. And back down. Look, this particular version, they haven't really promoted too much leg movements you can do with them, but I like to make sure any equipment I buy I can use for everything. I like to train my full body with my workouts. So I've come up with a few little adaptations for some leg movements we can do. So, foot inside still, into a longer stance. You can do your split squats. So lunging down into it and extending back. So look at that, eh? A bench press tool you can train your legs with. Alright, next little guy we can do is we can pop our little foot in here. We can slide our bar back through. And now we've got bar curls again. They do have shown that you can hang it up and start doing pull downs, but for me, I don't have anywhere to hang it. I could hang it on here, but I would then have to sit underneath to get the benefits. But to be honest, I'll just do pull-ups on the bar rather than set up a band and pull down off this. I don't need that. So there it is. Easy enough to set up. Comes with everything you need. It's a good replacement for your bench press at home, but if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, it doesn't really do much else that resistance bands can't already do, and with resistance bands being a whole lot cheaper, I would probably still more lean towards that. That being said, now that I've got it, I actually do quite like training with it, so it's up to you. I think it is worth the price to get all those extras, like the bar and the extra resistance level and stuff like that, but it's not as versatile as a set of resistance bands are. So I know they do have other products, they do have other resistance bands thing, and they've got like a full sort of gym setup. Maybe look into something like that, but as it is just on its own, it's good, but it's not good enough that I would stress about racing out and getting one. The bar though, I must say, and again, now that I've got it, I am going to keep using it, but I do like the little loops in the end of the bar, and I do know for a fact that I can tie my resistance bands through into here. Only my lighter one though, so I'm assuming their actual bands that come with their other kit is a lot more set up to do that, but I could take a couple of bands, if I can get my foot in there, say I had one either side, and then I can start replicating squats. So look, now that I've got the bar, I'm going to have a whole lot of fun with it. As usual, don't forget, like and subscribe, turn on your notifications. While you're down that way, pop into the description and get yourself a free copy of my ebook, Train Wherever the Fuck You Want. It's my guide to all things resistance bands and how they can become your complete gym. And to be honest, if you do want to go and buy one of these, do it. Grab my ebook as well, because you can modify all of the movements and workouts I'm giving you for free in that book to work around this little guy as well. So there we have it, an honest opinion, an honest review. Choice is yours. See you on the next one.